Okay, so in today's lesson, we're learning about numbers. So essentially from 1 to 10. And when we say numbers, we're talking about, for example, if I wanted to say 3 pens, how would I say that? If I wanted to say 1 pen, how would I say that? And so on and so forth. And there are rules to this. So 1 and 2 have one set of rules, right? Let's do that. And 3 to 10 follow another set of rules. And when I say 1 to 2, that means the 1s and 2s and the 101s and the 102s, 201s and 202s, 1001s, 1002s, 1101. So all of the ones out of the hundreds, tenths, thousands columns, the 1s and the 2s will always, the units, this unit 1 and 2 will always follow this rule. Whereas the 3 to 10, which is, it's not a 10 yet, it's not a tenth, but it's the 3 to 10s of any 100 number, of any 1,000 number. The 3 to 10 will follow the specific rule. So 1003 to 1010 will follow the same rule as 3 to 10. 103 to 110 will follow the same rule as 3 to 10, and so on and so forth. Ooh, obviously, when we go through some examples, that will make more sense, inshallah. Okay, so let's look at 1 to 10 first. Oh, sorry, 1 to 2, my bad. 1 to 2, that's the first thing we'll look at. So let me write the example first. Kitab. Kitabun. Kitabun literally means a book. We know from inference that this literally means one book. The word is singular as well. It's not a plural word. So we know singular. However, if you want to add in the number 1, you say Kitabun wahidun. Right? Kitabun wahidun. Wahid means 1. If you want to make this feminine wahid, you just say wahidatun. Simple as that. Let's write it down. Wahida. Oops. Write it more clearly. Wahidatun. If the word was feminine. So for example, if I said sayyaratun wahidatun, that should be quite straightforward, inshallah. We also learn duals. So if I have kitab, rather than saying kitabun, I say kitabani. Kitabani. Literally from the word, we know it's already a dual word. However, if you want to add in the number as well, just for extra emphasis, you say ithnani. So this is Hamzatul Wasl. Like this. Kitabani ithnani. And if it was feminine, let's say the ithnan was feminine, like for example, sayyaratani, then we don't say ithnani, we say ithnatani. You write this down. Ithnatani. Ithnatani. So sayyaratani, ithnatani. But in reality, when it comes to 1 and 2, they will only be added on just for sake of emphasis. We don't use them, to describe that there's 1 of this or 2 of this, because the word already indicates 2 there. So kitabun, we already know it's 1. Kitabani, we already know it's 2. All right. So that should be straightforward, inshallah. Now, the main part of the lesson, which is the 3 to 10. The 3 to 10. I'm going to quickly write down the numbers. So, thalathatun. This is 3. Arba'atun. So make sure you guys are writing this down, because when you go back to lesson, you're going to constantly need to refer to it. Arba'atun, 4. Khamsatun, 5. Sittatun, 6. Sab'atun, 7. Thamaniyatun, 8. Tis'atun, 9. And 10. Asharatun. Is there any questions so far? Any questions? Just type on the chat, inshallah. Mosh is putting his hand up. طيب Mosh, I'll give you the mic. Yallah, you have been unmuted.
Assalamu
Salam.
Yeah. So I thought it was like Wahid and Arba'a. I didn't know you had to add the tun as well.
Okay. Okay. Because I think you're saying Wahid, right? Just Wahid, like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. Obviously, we're talking about in the context of Arabic grammar. So even if you say Wahid, the reality would be in grammar Wahidun without the marbuta.
Right.
Yeah. But obviously, in Arabic, we when we're speaking, we put a sukun on the last letter. That's in terms of speaking. But in terms of grammar, this is how it looks like, inshallah. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, ثلاثة, أربعة, خمسة, ستة, سبعة, till the 10th one. These are all feminine. If we want to make it masculine, if you want to make this masculine, all we have to do is remove the ta marbuta. So, ثلاث rather than ثلاثة. ثلاث, أربع, خمس, ست, سبع. Number 8 is a bit different. I'm going to show you how it looks a bit different. Becomes ثمان, like this. Why is there kasra? Ignore that for now. Just accept it that it's like that. This one's a bit complex. But ثمان. Even though ثمان has a kasra, it is still marfu. It's still the state, the state with the dhammas, it is still from that state. Even though there's kasra there. Or kasratain in this case. So it's still marfu. Everything is still marfu. Okay. And then tis'atun becomes tis'un. And asharatun becomes, this one slightly changes as well, ashrun. Ashrun. Like that. And that's the masculine, yeah? And so that's the numbers. Now, if I wanted to say, for example, 3 books. 3 books. Let's write this down. Or say, ثلاثة كتب. ثلاثة كتب. All right. Now, in this sentence, so this is how we say 3 books, right? Now we have to analyze the sentence and see what rules are being formed. When it comes to 3 to 10, in order to say 5 or something or 6 or something, we have to use it as a idafa construct. So therefore, the number has to be mudaf. And the thing that you want to put the number to, the object, will be mudaf ilayhi. So in our case, the books, 3 books. And we have to use the idaf construct. So therefore, if it follows the idaf construct, it has to follow the rules of mudaf ilayhi. That's straightforward. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2 is, we said kutub, we did not say kitab. So the object has to be written in the plural. So if, for example, if I wanted to say houses, 3 houses, I'll say ثلاثة بيوت. I would use the plural. So the object has to always be plural. So let's write this down. Number 1, idafa. Number 2, object is plural. Number 3 is, this is the trickiest one. We have the number ثلاثة. How do we know when to use the feminine number, or when do we use the masculine number? In order for us to figure that out, we have to look to the object itself. The object in our case is kutub, right? Kutub means books. What is the singular of kutub? The singular is, let's write it down, kitab. The singular is kitab. The singular is masculine. If the singular is masculine, then the number will be the opposite gender. So in our case, because kitab is masculine, ثلاثة has to be feminine. So I'll say number is opposite gender to singular object. طيب. Are there any questions?
Yes.
تفضل.
So I didn't get that. So how do you determine the kitab is masculine in the first place?
I think we know kitab is masculine, the singular. Do you understand? Or is that not understood?
No.
So for example, if I say sayyara, what gender is that?
So yara is what I know it's a car, but I don't know what gender.
Okay. Okay, let me get another one. Bait. What gender is it?
Just know it's a house. I still don't know whether.
Okay. Do we use hada or do we use hadihi for bait?
Haza.
Why do we use hada?
It just sounds more correct. This is a house.
Okay. The thing is, I'm assuming, Moshe, you haven't been with us from the beginning, have you? Or have you?
No, that's right. Yeah.
You haven't, or you have?
No, not from the beginning. I've missed a few in between.
Okay, that's fine. No problem. But basically, when we refer to an object with hada, then we know that object is masculine. When we refer to an object with hadihi, we know that that thing is feminine. That's number one. And generally speaking, when we study Arabic, we'll know just generally that one word is masculine, one word is feminine. That's just from learning language. Number two, when a word has a ta marbuta, that's another sign that that word is feminine. Like for example, bait. We look at the word bait. Bait does not have any of the... Bait is... We learn from the first lesson that bait is masculine. Sayyara has a ta marbuta. So that's an indication that it could be feminine. And in our case, it is feminine. It is feminine. We have kitab. Yeah, kitab, we learned the first lesson. We say hada kitab, and that's therefore masculine. So, don't worry, inshallah, with more lessons, it will come to you. But yeah, generally speaking, are there any other questions? I hope that answers the question, by the way. Inshallah. No? طيب. Let's get on with the text. Sure. Verse 19. I'm going to unmute everyone. And inshallah, I'll go through one by one. Can I see number 8 to 10 again? Okay, inshallah. Give me 2 seconds.
Ustadh, I have a question, if that's okay.
Yalla, go for it.
If there is a harf jar before, like the examples that you gave us, would it wouldn't affect the thing at all, would it? The idafa construct that comes after it. So imagine, for example, you said in the 10 books. Obviously, I'm using a bad example, but for example, something like in the 10 books. Would the so in terms of the harf jar, would they affect the idafa construct at all or not?
Maria.
Okay, let's say we have a normal idafa construct, just a random one. If we had a harf jar before, would it affect it?
That's what, I'm not too sure. That's what I'm asking.
Okay, fine. Idafa construct. Let's just write it down again. So let's say you said, was it 10 houses? Let's just say, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Sharatu. There's someone with the background in the noise. If you just please mute yourself, inshallah. Jazakumullah khaira. Okay. All right. For a mudaf, the mudaf, what rules did you say mudaf has to follow? I don't want to answer this straight away. I just want to poke you guys a bit.
Opposite of that.
It doesn't. I think here it wouldn't take al basically, and that would be one of the examples.
That's good. That's one. No al.
Doesn't take a dammatan in this case.
Yep. No tanween. Good.
Maria.
Anything else? One more thing. It can be any state. You don't have to mention this, but it can be in any state. So it can be dhamma, it can be kasra, it can be fatha. So if I was to put fi here, putting the fi there does not it does not negate any of these rules. So if I was to put fi there, then yes, it becomes asharati.
Okay.
All right. All right. Are there any other questions? Everyone's been unmuted, so you just have to unmute yourself and, Allah. Tafadhal. Khalid said he wants to see number 8 to 10. Okay. I'll give you 20 seconds, inshallah. Come on. Let's start now. Starting with Asra, the first line, please.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
How many new students in your class, O scholar or old man?
Sorry, Asra, could you repeat that? I didn't hear anything.
Kam tullaban jadidan fi faslika ya shaykhun ya shaykhu. How many new students?
Kam taliban. Kam taliban.
Kam taliban.
Yeah. Taliban.
Jadidan fi faslika ya shaykhu. How many new students in your class, O scholar or old man?
Okay, Jamil. Where is jadid? Where's the function of jadid in this sentence?
Adjective.
Adjective, yes. In our case, we call it na'at. Yeah, na'at. Okay. Oh, nasheed. Okay. Next person, can we have Maryam, please? Or if Maryam, if you had a question, yallah. You had your hand up before. Maryam, you have been unmuted. So you have to put your mic on, inshallah. Yallah, will anyone else like to read the next line, please?
Can I read?
Who was that?
Shamim.
Shamim, yallah, please.
Al-Mudarris. Fihi asharatu talibin judud.
One more time.
Fihi asharatu talibin judud.
Check again.
Fihi
Look at the difference between the two.
Sorry?
Look at the difference between the two.
Between what? Between... Sorry, what's the question, sir?
Look at the difference between. So I just put an arrow right there. Yeah.
Okay. Taliban is how many students?
Yeah. Now look at the word, the other word.
Asharatu talibin.
Tullabin. So I'm trying to point to tullabin. They are not the same. The first one is talib. Second one is tullab. There's a difference. There is a alif mad right there. Talib does not have that. Yeah. Careful with that.
Tullab. Okay. But again, it means students. Why did it change to tullab? Why?
Why? Because we said, remember, number, idafa construct with numbers.
Yeah.
When you talk about the object, what's the ruling?
It becomes kasratain. But why did it become mushaddad there? Like,
because tullab is the
talibin?
so talib. Okay, Because tulab is the plural. That's number one. Yeah. And after we said, after the word kam, we use a singular version. We use a singular. Even though the meaning is plural, we use a singular.
Okay.
Yeah? All right.
Okay, fine. So, fihi, in it, in the class, in it, I think 10 students are new.
10 new students.
10 new students.
Why do we say 10 new students and not 10 students are new?
10
How do we know?
Is it because of mudaf?
Ooh, nope. Anyone else want to have a try?
Is it because of the adjective?
How do you know it's an adjective?
Because the students agrees with that.
Because yes, they agree. Yeah. Plus no al on judul. Yeah. Okay. Judul is the plural of jadid.
The adjectives also have singular plural.
Okay.
So, Ustadh, how do you pronounce the last word? Is it jududin?
Yes, jududin. طيب. Al-Mudir. Maryam, will you do the next one, please? Sister Maryam, I'm not going to let you go this lesson. I'm going to have to read something, okay? And your mic is on now, so please, if you don't mind. SubhanAllah. Okay, is there anyone else?
I don't mind.
Yalla, please. Let me get on with this next one.
Min aina hum? Where are they from regarding this group? Akulluhum min baladin wahidin. So are they from one land?
Yep. More very close. Yeah. What about kulluhum? What does this mean?
So basically that so that comes from the, I think that's from the word, if you can scroll up just slightly a bit. So the thing is, I was thinking, is it part of, kam as in numbers? So I was trying to put that and hum together and presume that means, are they from, how many of them are from the same country?
You're correct. The meaning is correct.
Yeah, the lam. The thing is, the lam, is it? I wasn't too sure if the lam was to do with the lam of belonging, so possession. So I got a bit confused what the lam stands for in between the whole construct.
Where's the lam? Which lam are you talking about?
No. So the first letter is a kaf.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, in terms of the kaf, I was thinking, is it to do with in terms of kam, as in. And the hum, I understand, means referring to the group. So I was thinking the lam, I was completely confused with the lam. So so I guessed that's what it meant.
Okay, that's fine. All right, I'm going to break this word down. Kulluhum. So kulluhum is made out of two words. Kul plus the pronoun hum. Kul means all.
Oh.
So if I say kulluhum, are they all? Are all of them, or are they all? Yeah, are they all from one country? Balad, country. Or land, as you said. Are they all from one country? Jami, perfect. Who's next? Mariam, you're raising your hand, but you need to say. Inshallah, can you not? Go on, please.
لا هم من بلاد مختلفة. No, they're from different lands.
Yep.
منهم ثلاثة طلاب من الفلبين. 3 of the students are from the Philippines. منهم, of them, sorry, yeah, of them or from them, Three of the students are from the Philippines.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, do I continue? Oh,
yeah, continue.
وأربعة طلاب من اليابان, and 4 of the students are from Japan.
Yep.
وطالبان من الصين, and 2 students are from China. وطالب واحد من Malaysia. One of them is from Malaysia.
Jamie. Perfect. طيب. Next person. Sira, can you do the next one, please? Sira or can we have Isa? If you don't mind. No, Sira is not coming on. SubhanAllah. طيب. Can we have Sadia and Abdullah? So one new, please. Wa alaikum salam.
So المدرس
المدير.
أفي فصلك طلاب من أمريكا. So is in your class students. So literally is in your class students from America. So is
أحسنت. Yes. Perfect. One thing for everyone to keep an eye out. America has a fatha, even though the word is marfu. Write this down. The word is marfu. Marfu, we said, is the state of dhamma dhammatain. Although there are some words like America where they just stay in that kind of format. They don't change. So that fatha will always be there, no matter what state it's in. This is something to bear in mind, inshallah. Okay. Next person. Mudarris.
I'll go, inshallah.
Allah.
المدرس نعم فيه 7 طالب من أمريكا.
One more time.
نعم فيه 7 طالب
طلاب.
طلاب. Okay. طلاب من أمريكا. So yes, there are 7 students from America.
Yes, yep, correct. Ahsant. Naam, so yes, in it are 7 students from America. طيب. I'll do the next one. هم جدد. Are they new? المدرس. Someone, fob, whoever is written as fob. Your mic is on, Allah. No? Mariam, are you there now? If you are, please, if you don't mind.
Ustadh, can I just quickly ask a question? Remind me, please, what's al-Mudir? Is that director or something?
Yes. Director or headmaster.
Okay, that's what I thought. Thank you.
All right. Fob and Mariam are nowhere to be found. Asra, please, if you don't mind.
Al-Mudarris. La hum khudama. No, they're old.
No, they are old, yes. Khudama, what is this?
Plural of? Qadimun.
Qadim. Yep. However, Qudama is only used when referring to Aqil. Bear that in mind. The same with Judud, only when referring to Aqil. Because we said, if you refer to something that is non-Aqil, how do we treat it? Singular, feminine. So for example, instead of saying Judud, we had a plural word, but because it's non-Aqil, rather than saying Judud, we say Jadidatun. Instead of saying Qudama, we say Qadimatun. Something to bear in mind. طيب, who's next? Can we have next? Actually, can we have Mosh?
المدير كم طالبا فيه من أروبا أوروبا. Okay, so how many students in from, is that Yoruba? Europe.
How many students from Europe? No. The next one as well, please, if you don't mind.
المدرس فيه خمسة طلاب من إنجلترا وثمانية طالب من ألمانيا. So in it, there's 5 students from England, and is that I forgot how much is 7? No, 7, 8.
Very close. 8, yes.
8 students from Almania, Germany. Oh, okay. Is it carrying on as well? وستة طلاب and 6 students from from France.
Yep.
تسعة طلاب من Bosnia. So basically 6 students from France and and 9 students from Bosnia.
9 students from Bosnia, alhamdulillah. Al-Mudir, shukran ya Sheikh. Thank you, oh Sheikh. And just another thing, shukran is we usually write it like this. Shukran. Why is it written in the mansoob state? That's a question, inshallah, for high level Arabic. But instead we just say shukran here. Just to make it easier. Okay. And by the way, in this lesson, all we have covered are examples where the number is feminine. I believe inshallah the next lesson will be where the numbers are masculine. Let's check. Yep, inshallah, yep. This lesson, the numbers will be masculine. Okay, so starting off with, can we have Shamim, please?
Laila. Ya Salma. Afi Faslika Talibati Minal Sini Wal Yaban.
One more time.
Ya Salma. Oh Salma. Afi it's a question.
Yep.
In Faslika class.
One more time with that word.
In your class.
Look on my screen.
Here, you feminine.
Does it say Faslika?
Fasliki.
There you go.
Fasliki is feminine you.
Yep.
Talibati.
Tun.
Talibati student feminine.
Talibatun.
Talibatun.
Yep. It goes. I'm late.
Minal Sin from China and Yaban. So, Ya Salma, are there any students in your class from China and Japan?
What kind of students, Asra?
New students.
Asra said new students. Anyone have anything different?
Female.
Female, yes.
Female students, yeah.
Female students specifically. Why the female students? How do we know?
Then.
Ta maftuha, yes. This specific ta maftuha with the alif. This alif and the ta at the end is sound feminine plural. طيب. Salma, can we have Khalil, please?
نعم في فصلنا 5 طالبات من الصين و4 طالبات من اليابان. Yes, in our class there are 5 students from China and 4 female students from Japan.
Yep.
و8 طالبات من Indonesia, and 8 female students from Indonesia.
أحسنتي. All right. So, نعم في فصلنا 5 طالبات. So in our class are 5 students from China. So just bear in mind, look, from خمسة it becomes خمسو. Yeah, خمسو, because طالبات is feminine. Okay, so خمسو طالبات is feminine, we know. However, the singular of طالبات is طالباتun, ta marbuta at the end. Therefore, we use خمسو. Okay, same thing here. 4 طالبات, 8 طالبات, 8. We said earlier is like this, 8, right? That's when the word has nothing attached to it. When 8 is mudaf, like in this case, it's like this, 8, like that. With the ya, with the ya with the sukun on it. Okay. Layla, I'll do Layla. وفي فصلنا 3 طالبات من الهند و6 طالبات من الفلبين و7 طالبات من الكويت. And in our class are 3 female students from India and 6 female students from the Philippines, and 7 female students from Kuwait. Okay, next can we have Maryam? There's another Maryam here. Can you please do the next line, please? Maryam Ibrahimi.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
السلام ورحمة الله.
سلمى كم أختا لك يا ليلى? How many sisters do you have يا ليلى?
The next one as well.
ليلى 3 أخوات. I have 3 sisters.
لي 3 أخوات.
لي 30 أخوات.
لي 3.
I have 3 sisters.
Yep. I have 3 sisters. طيب. Next one as well.
كم أخا لك? How many brothers do you have?
Salma. Okay. Next person. Hold on. So now we're on Layla. So can we have Sadia and Abdullah?
So Salma is saying Laki Thalathu.
Wait. One above. Layla.
Oh, okay, Layla. Li Khamsatu Ikhwatin. So I have 5 sisters. Oh, no, that's brothers, yeah.
5
brothers.
Before you continue, we have ta marbuta here, and we have ta marbuta here. What is going on? Someone please explain to me.
Oh, is that because she's a female, so that's why it's referred to that?
Nope.
Because it's male plural, so the number switches and is feminine.
Well, could you elaborate on that, please?
So brothers is a masculine word anyway. So we said that the numbers would then be the reverse. So it would be a feminine ending instead of a masculine ending for the number, because
Perfect.
brothers is masculine.
Perfect. Ahsan. Singular of ikhwa is
Me back and as.
akh. There's a lot of background noise. So okay. So the singular of ikhwa is akh. Akh is masculine, therefore we use the feminine version of the number, which is khamsatu. Okay. Salma. Can we have Shamim, please?
لك ثلاث إخوات أخوات وخمسة إخوة. For me, I have like
for you
three sisters and خمسة 5 brothers.
Good. Laki ثلاث أخوات. You have, or for you have 3 sisters, وخمسة إخوة, and 5 brothers. And bear in mind, of course, we have أخوات, which means sisters. Hence why we say ثلاث rather than ثلاثة. Okay.
Do you need the la in the beginning here? Because obviously the la in terms of lucky, is the la needed here, or because it's when translating it sounds a bit odd.
In terms of meaning, if you want to say you have 3 sisters and 5 brothers, then you need to have lucky. If you were to remove lucky, then it just says 3 sisters and 5 brothers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Okay. Shamim, do the next line as well, please.
Layla, na'am, yes. وكم أخا وأختا لك? Yes. أختا. Yes. And how أخا, brother and sisters you have? So how many brothers and sisters you have?
Yes. وكم أخا أختا لك? How many brothers and sisters do you have? Obviously, Lucky speaking to a female. Okay. Salma, I'll do this one. لي 4 إخوة و4 أخوات. I have 4 brothers and 4 sisters. طيب. And last one, can we have? Who has not done something in a while? Bob. Bob is not going to come. Mosh, yalla.
Okay. Bismillah. Layla. Li zamilatun. Was it zamilatu? Ismuha Khadija. Laha samaniyatun. إخوة وثمانية أخوة. أخوات. زميلة لي زميلة. In it I have زميلة.
In it?
Li, I have.
Yep.
زميلة. I don't know what that means. Is that
Zamila is friend or colleague?
Okay. I have a friend. اسمها خديجة. Her name is Khadija. لها 8. She is 8. 7. She has 7. No, sorry, 8 brothers. I think. وثمانية and 8 sisters.
Yes. She has 8 brothers and 8 sisters.
A lot of brothers and sisters.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. And that is, alhamdulillah, lesson 20 done. Any questions? Because we will conclude the lesson here. If there's people not asking questions, maybe that's a good sign. Everyone's understanding. I hope, inshallah. طيب. If there's okay, this is so today we just finished what was lesson 20, right? So if it's lesson 21, I believe we have 3 more lessons left until we finish the book. Alhamdulillah.
I had a small question.
Yalla. Yep, go for it.
So, you know, for the first set of exercises, we used Tulab. But for the second set, it was Walibatun. Is there a reason for that, or is there no feminine version of Tulab?
Let me quickly go back to the other page. Say that one more time so I can write down now.
At the very beginning of the exercises, we used Tulab for students. And that was the masculine. But for the feminine one, we use Walibatun. Is there a reason for that?
The differences, you mean?
Yeah, the difference.
Yeah. So, for example, Tullab, bun. Even the Tullab is the plural of Talib, as we know, of course. But Tullab is generally indicates towards males or males and females. Whereas when you say Talibat, only females. Is that clear? Yeah? Now, what are the implications of this? Yeah, this is only females, so F only, yeah? Females only. The singular of Talibat is, where the singular of Tullab is Talib, yeah? So this makes a difference when we're looking at the numbers, when we attach it to a number. Because, for example, in this one, let's say Talib, the number has to be feminine. Whereas in Talibatun, the number has to be masculine. Is that clear?
Yeah.
I have a question, Ustadh.
Yalla.
So you know, like the friends. I thought friends were. Is it friends are? And normally, if it's a male friend, it would be what Siddiqun, or is it Sadiqun, right? Is that Sadiq. Sadiq, yeah. And Sadiq, and then the plural of that would be.
Astiqa.
Oh, Astika. Okay. And you know, when you just mentioned earlier on in the text, it says Jamilatun. Is that a female friend then?
Okay. Zamil. Now, in Arabic, bear in mind, right? Let's say I'm going to use a different word, lion. The word lion. The word lion has more than 30 words for the word lion. Now, you may ask, okay, why do you need 30 words? Because the reason is a type of lion with a specific type of behavior is given a specific name. The same with Arabic. When it comes to specific things, it can have many words for that. So, for example, Sadiq is more of like a close friend. Yeah. What about Rafiq? Rafiq also means like a friend or a person who's accompanying you, right? And also you have, what do you have? You have Zamil. Zamil is more of a colleague type of friend, but not a actual friend, not a friend, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, where Sadiq is more of a friend, someone you are close with and you chat to. If that makes sense.
Oh, I get you now. I understand. So it's nothing to do with the masculine or feminine.
No.
So a male can have Zamil as well, friend.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be a worker. I thought that if it's a female, it would be a Zamilatun and whatever, and then if it's a male, it would be Siddiq or Sadiq or whatever. But it's not the case. Like, okay, sure.
No problem. Anything else, brothers and sisters? Allah, no? Okay. In that case, we'll conclude here. Subhanakallah wa bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. I'll see you all inshallah next lesson. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.